We have been taught our entire lives to pursue happiness. Be happy, choose happy, happiness is the goal. And yet most people who achieve the things that they thought would make them happy find that the happiness doesn't stay. The promotion arrives, the relationship, the house, the number in the bank account. And for a moment it's wonderful. And then it fades. And you're back to where you started. Except now you need the next thing. What if the problem isn't you? What if the problem is the word itself? Eudaimonia. It's one of the most important words in the history of human thought, and for centuries translators have been rendering it as happiness. But that translation is almost entirely wrong. And the gap between what we think it means and what it actually means is exactly the gap between a life that feels hollow and a life that feels whole. The word was placed at the centre of Western philosophy by Aristotle in the 4th century BC. In his masterwork, the Nicomachean Ethics, again almost certainly pronounced incorrectly, he argued that eudaimonia is the highest human good, the thing that everything else is in service of. Break the word down and you find its soul. Eu, EU, meaning good or well, and daimon, that inner spirit that we explored in part 2. Your truest, highest self. Eudaimonia, the flourishing of your inner spirit, the good expression of your highest self. It has nothing to do with how you feel in any given moment. It has everything to do with how fully you are living in alignment with who you actually are. Here's the distinction that changes everything. What we normally call happiness, the pleasant feeling, the good mood, the dopamine hit, the Greeks had a word for that too, and that was Hedone, pleasure. It's where we get the word hedonism. The Greeks weren't against pleasure, but they were very clear. Hedone is fleeting. It depends entirely on circumstances. Something good happens, you feel it. Something bad happens, it's gone. You're at the mercy of the world. Eudaimonia is different in kind, not just in degree. Aristotle argued that eudaimonia isn't something that happens to you, it's something you do. It's an activity, a way of living. It's the ongoing practice of expressing your highest capacities, your virtues, your excellence, your truest nature, in how you move through the world every single day, which means it cannot be taken from you by circumstances. A person can be poor and have eudaimonia. A person can be unwell and have eudaimonia. A person can have lost things and still be, in the deepest sense, flourishing, because they are living in alignment with their best self. And a person can have everything the world considers success and be completely without it. So how does this actually change the way you live? It starts with swapping one question for another. Most of us, consciously or not, are asking, what will make me happy? Eudaimonia asks instead, what is the most fully human version of me, and am I moving towards it today? That's a completely different compass, and it points somewhere completely different. It means the work becomes less about acquiring and more about becoming, less about the outcome and more about the quality of how you show up, less about what life gives you and more about what you bring to it. Start small. Ask yourself tonight, not was today a good day, but did I act in alignment with the person I'm trying to become today? Even in one moment, even in one conversation, even in one decision. That's eudaimonia. That's the practice. Now here's where it gets interesting. Aristotle said eudaimonia is the goal, but the path to eudaimonia runs directly through another concept. That's one that's equally ancient and equally misunderstood. It's the idea of arete, excellence. But not the way you're probably thinking about it. Arete isn't about being the best, it isn't about winning, it's about something you can practice every single day regardless of talent, background or circumstance. I'll see you in part 4. Better for the individual, good for the hive. I'll see you in the next one.